good, YouTube? Welcome back to Fashion and Blasting. And I ain't even gonna go into it. You already know how I do. This is my new EDC. This is the CZ P10s. It's a beautiful little 9mm pistol, and it's great for concealed carry.
Teach your man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
Before we go in, I just want to show this gun is clear. There's nothing in this magazine. And there also is nothing in the chamber. So I got a couple things that I need for my concealed carry for me to even consider it a good concealed carry weapon. First, I prefer a 9mm. Anything more than like 10 to 11 rounds. Also, I need it to be a striker fire. I love hammer fires, double single action firearms, but I like that consistent pull, and I prefer not to have a manual safety on my concealed carry. That's the last thing I want to think about is letting go of safety or taking off of safety when my life is threatened or whatever the case may be. But I switched to this firearm because a lightweight polymer striker fire firearm from this beauty here. This is my Masada IWI. It's the Masada S. This was a great firearm and still is a great firearm, but I switched the grip module, and I would probably still carry this because it's a little thinner, but with this grip module, they don't have holsters for it yet out in the market that I know about. So hopefully the holster company that I like is A&R Designs. Hopefully they can get a holster for this down the line. But as we talk about A&R Design, that's what I have for this firearm. I use this as inside the waistband holster. Fits perfect, nice grip on it. As you see, it won't come down. It also has where it won't print as much, so it pushes your shirt or your belt out. But anyway, let's get back into this firearm. This firearm, it used to be, I guess, $400 or $500, but it just went down. CZ dropped their prices on this P10s, and I got this firearm for under $400, which is a fucking steal. And all the shit it came with, you would really believe like how great this firearm is. So, like I say, this is a great concealed carry. You can use it as home defense. Let's get into the capacity of this firearm. So standard with a flush fitting mag, which this is added. I got this aftermarket from like Czechoslovakia somewhere. I'm not sure if it was CZ parts, but it doesn't add any extra capacity to it. So this one is 12 rounds, but CZ added 2 magazine extensions, so it's +2. And with those, you got 14 rounds and 1 in the chamber, so that's 15 rounds. Very similar to a Glock 19 capacity and the size of a Glock 26, which is a compact firearm. Alright, this firearm is double stacked, so it's a little fatter than like some of those Wonder 9s that I've been carrying recently. So it's not single stack, so it's about the same thickness as a Glock 26, which isn't too bad, but it's definitely thicker than them single stack 9s that I like a lot. So you definitely feel it more when you carrying this. But this one it's optic ready. Like I said earlier, I love optics on my firearm. And this one here, this is the EPS carry, so it has a closed emitter. I don't know if you ever carried the firearm with optics, but with the open emitters, it gets fucking lint, dust, all different type of bullshit from your shirts and your clothes inside there, so it's very hard to clean. With this Holosun, it's easier to clean. Like I say, it's a closed emitter, so rain, water, any debris, you could just wipe right off. Also for this one it has the backup solar power for it. So that's the shit. So say if like Holosun, they advertise 50,000 hours from one battery, which is the shit actually, but say if it did go out, you got solar power for a backup. And this one is not just the dot, it has the circle plus the dot optic on it, which I do like a lot. I don't know if you can see that if the camera will pick it up, but it's great because you can switch it to this a dot, and you can have it just as the circle, but you got options as far as the reticle. And from this being EPS carry and the low optic mount, it co-witnessed with the iron sights, which I do like to have on a firearm. So say if something did go down with it, I've been having great luck with Hollison optics from these years of me buying them. But if it did go down, I can still see my my iron sights on this firearm. So let's get into some of the controls and like upgrades that I did with this firearm. So like I said earlier, I got the +0 base plate from CZ Parts. I also got the extended magwell with that same green. You can't say that motherfucker don't look good with that green. I also got the back plate. That's that same anodized aluminum green. And it took me a long time to finish this firearm because I was looking for a green trigger for it. But this is the factory CZ trigger. But I had to ship it from some website from same thing, Czech Republic. And it took a couple weeks for it to come in, but it's well worth it because it just came with the same polymer trigger, but it was in black. I just wanted the green just to finish the color and the looks of this firearm. So as we talking about triggers, let's go into the trigger on this firearm. My favorite triggers out of the box from a polymer striker fire pistol is Walther's, but this is very close. This trigger on this shit is great. Is like if you shot Glocks, and I don't know I talk shit about my Glocks, but they do shoot well, but the trigger on this is just so sweet. You got a little take up, and you right at that wall, clean crisp break. And let me just show you the reset. The reset is very short. That's the reset. It's a very short reset, so you got right back to that wall, and you got the next follow-up shots. And with this being a smaller gun, I used to think like the longer slides, I have less recoil and I can go back to zero faster, but I'm realizing since this one has a little bit lower bore access than some of the rest of the firearms, I can get follow-up shots much faster with this, and it also aid with the optic on top of it. But I hope you like this review, and if you get a chance, this is a gun I know it was like a very popular gun, but it's been like dying down some, but this is a great steal for under $400. But thanks for watching this video. Y'all stay safe, and by staying safe, y'all stay dangerous out there.
On my dad's page, like, comment, and subscribe.